Alrighty, y'all. So, we are out here doing it. We're up to 47 subs. Not too bad. We've gained, almost one a day for this being day 51. I'll take it. We're almost halfway to 100. It's kind of cool, I guess. There's 50 random people out there. A few friends, but not many. That, decided to be like, you know what? Let's follow this guy. Whether or not they've been back to view the videos or whatever, don't know. But I sparked something in them to at least go, you know what? I'll follow him, and if he shows back up on my feed, I'll watch some more of his stuff. Or at least we'll check back in a couple months and see if this guy's still at it. And holding to his, physical goals, transformation. So that's kind of cool. So I know there's some channels I follow, but I don't really watch many of their videos, like one a month or so, just to see what type of progress they've made. But a lot of them are kind of like homesteading, house building types of things. So they might post a video a week. And then sometimes, I'll watch all of them, but most of the time, like one a month, just to see where their progress is and how things are turning out. And to get some cool ideas. Now, like fitness stuff, I'll watch quite a bit of different people, but mostly like Seth Feroci, Sadiq Kadzvik, Sam Solik, of course, and occasionally, the Bumstead video. But those are the people I tend to follow. Jeff Nippard and Dr. Mike Isotel, Renaissance Performance, because they always have some really good training tips or some sort of new research that they're talking about or discussing, and that real nerdy science stuff about lifting, physical health, and a lot of tips on how to train correctly, do a movement right. So you're always learning. You never know it all. Sometimes you gotta be like, you know what? They're right. The way I'm doing this, it's crap. Or definitely not the most efficient. So that is who I kind of really follow fitness-wise on YouTube. And then, so I thought that was pretty cool. And then TikTok and Instagram, probably gained another 60 or 70 followers, but, probably only 8 or 9 of them are actual people and the rest are all bots. So, not really going to go off of those numbers much. So it is what it is. But cool thing is, enough of you guys click my bucked up links though, to where that portion of my brand ambassador thing is taken care of. Now we just got to get sales up. So if y'all are into fitness and nutrition, or you like good energy drinks, or even just some apparel, they make some really nice shirts, fucking awesome hats, then go check them out for me. You'll like them. So, but we're getting back to the house. Today's going to be leg day. We're definitely skipping deadlifts. My back's really sore already, and I got a bunch of rock to move still. We'll go ahead and show you that. So yesterday I moved 10 carts, which would be 2.5 tons. So we went from that little section that was like right there, basically, that was scraped away, to all of that now is chunked down. So we're about 30-ish% or so through it. Don't mind my ugly lawn with all the dandelions and broadleaves and clovers. That'll be once I'm done moving all this rock. I've got a bunch of grass maintenance to do, work on killing all that off. and it's going to look really bad for a couple months. But it's all right. It's just the progress, you know. It's kind of like the bulking phase. You don't look the best, but then when you get back into cutting, it was worth all that work you put in. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get to moving some rock, and I'll see you all for leg day. Alright y'all, so we're gonna go ahead and do something we haven't done in quite a long time. And that's actually do some back squats. We're just gonna do them with the Smith bar. Right now we've got 145 pounds on there, adjusting for this being only 5 pounds because of the counterbalance. So I did a set of 5 already at 95 pounds. We're going to do 145 now. We're probably going to do 3 to 5, see how they feel. If it's uncomfortable, we're just going to go ahead and skip these. We'll go right back over to hack squats like normal. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and we'll work up a little bit in weight today, see how they start feeling, because I would like to start being able to squat again, and it's probably just something I need to work back into just because I didn't do it for so long, and then doing it again, definitely not horribly weak, but weaker than what the posterior chain and my core is ready to hold up. So even though I deadlift a bunch, but it doesn't translate across for squats apparently. Alright, those felt pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and throw some 10s on here, and we'll just hit it again. And we'll just start moving up, making like 20-pound jumps basically, and see where we kind of fall today. Shooting for 3 reps a set, or just until it's uncomfortable, really. So this is now 165. Those feel pretty good. Let's go ahead and go for 185. And so using today's squat number is what we will redesign our leg day off of, since sets and reps are more or less based for the most part from 1 rep maxes, 2 rep maxes. Unless you've just never maxed, and then you just kind of take a theoretical guess and then structure a program from it. So that's more or less the way I've done it, and the way I learned to do it a long time ago. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. Not a trainer. So at least not yet. So here in August, I'm going to be signing up and taking the NASM course to become a certified personal trainer. And we'll be starting with that one. And then once I complete their course, their elite program, plus their performance add-on and a couple other things that they offer, I'm going to go ahead and probably then sign up and do the ISA as well. So I'll be certified through 2 more or less like programs. So I don't really know what you consider them, whether it be like a federation or a program or like a trade school. Not quite sure. But anyways, so So 145, 160, 185 now. So let's see if we can hit a nice clean 3 reps at 185. Pretty pumped up. So it's 185 pounds there. Still felt pretty solid. I feel like my form was good. I won't know until later when I review this footage. I did this for tomorrow's video, but felt clean. So that being 185, let's go ahead and I'll get this swapped around to have 205 on here, and then we'll go at it again. Got a 205 on here now. Again, adjusting for the fact this isn't a 45-pound bar. This thing's only 5 pounds because of the counterweights. So that's not 245, it's 205. And then, so let's go ahead and see if we can hit this for 3. See how that feels. It probably going to feel pretty heavy from the way 185 felt, even though it felt strong. It didn't feel obviously the lightest. And this is currently my body weight. So I weigh 206 right now. So I'm squatting myself. Those feel pretty freaking good. Now, I can definitely tell as the weight gets heavier, I like really pull this thing into my back. And I think that's actually what's messing me up. Because as I press up and I'm really ripping into this bar and pulling down on it, I think that's what's giving me the uncomfortable feeling in the lower back. So I think I'm just like smashing myself with it. So it's not that squatting it is a problem, it's the way I'm holding it. So I've got to figure out how to not make that happen. Because I truthfully think I could probably move up to 225 and squat that power-wise. But as for my back feeling good after doing it, it's definitely not where we're at. So I think what we're going to end up doing is on our next leg day, so I would do 70% of whatever this is. So 140, 145 pounds. I guess we'll probably do like 155 to make the bar math easy. Well, I guess 145 is easy on this because it'd just be 45 and 25. So I think we'll go ahead and start squatting again using 145 pounds and start working on not ripping the bar down into my back. And just practicing technique, make sure I'm getting depth, getting all the way to the ground. And we're gonna probably do, I don't know, maybe like 3 sets of 8 to 12 to start is probably what's gonna feel pretty good. To where my knees aren't gonna be sore. Hopefully the lower back doesn't get sore, because that's the main restrictor currently, is my lower back just gets super sore from squatting. So, and I don't know if it's like a trunk strength issue, a posterior chain problem, glutes just aren't strong enough. I don't know what it is. So I do not have that knowledge currently. But we can squat 205 pretty comfortably. So I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and just move straight into calf raises, and then we'll probably do some lunges and maybe set up for like hip thrusters or something. Another exercise I haven't done in quite a long time. I think that sounds like the route to do, just so we can get in some variety here. We did a squat variation, so we're not going to do hack squats today. There would be no reason for that. It's just hitting more quad. The lunges are going to hit more quad, but they also work on ankle stability and things like that. So I'm thinking that's the play right there. Maybe we'll do it like a Bulgarian split squat. Split squat. Man, that is hard for me to say. But I don't know. I'm not very motivated today, but we're in here. We're grinding through it. Freaking, I've just felt sluggish all day today. Just not in the mood to do much. So, we're trying to work on that. Trying to not feel so grumpy. And even though I don't feel grumpy, but one of my buddies earlier today was saying I'm grumpy. So I'm going to take his word on it, and I guess I'm grumpy today. So, yeah, I'll be back once I've got this set up to do calf raises, and I'll see you in a moment. All right, so we've got 135 on the bar right now, and going to go ahead and do calf raises today, standing on the plate, get that extra range of motion. I think I'm going to go for like 5 sets of 25 instead of 50, 40, 30, 20, 10s today. Because I'm doing that extra range of motion, so it's already going to make it harder. Not even quite sure if I'm going to get 5 sets of 25. So, but that is what we're going to shoot for. Whether or not we have to take some breaks during the sets to get them done, we will if we need to. That first 25, it's got a pretty big burn to it already. But with the way that felt, 5 sets total definitely is going to be doable. The last set, that's going to be murderous. 3rd and 4th sets, definitely going to be hard. So tomorrow, calves are not going to be happy. I can tell you that right now. It's going to hurt in the morning to wake up, to stand, to walk. They'll feel a little bit better tomorrow after I get through the morning walk. But the second I sit down for longer than 15 minutes, oh my, they're going to hurt again. So, but it's all in the name of getting bigger. So, not even necessarily getting much bigger, just getting bigger at all. They are not lying about the adage of no pain, no gains. Because your workouts are going to hurt, and recovery is also going to hurt. Oh, yeah. Woo! Boy, oh boy. Those are going to be brutal. I like it. I like it a lot. So, I'm going to go ahead and hit these last few sets. off camera so I could just make all the dumb noises that I want. And then I'll be back after that for hip thrusts. We've gone ahead and worked up to 205. We went, 95, 135, 155, 185. Now we're going to hit one more set at 205 on these hip thrusts here. So it is kind of awkward to do. This is one of those weird exercises. They do make really cool specialty machines to do these things that have like a big belt and a nice arched pad and everything to work with. But we are not that fancy. Man, those things really dig into your hips. I don't know how them chicks do it without like the pads and stuff occasionally. With a bunch of weight on here, that's impressive. Because I tell you what, at 205, even with this little thin gym towel, that thing, it's aggressive. It is aggressive, but it is what it is. So we worked through our sets, and we're going to go ahead and do probably like 3 sets of some lunges here and cable crunches. We'll be out of here. We'll probably actually just go ahead and superset those so that way I can get it done quicker, because I've got some more rock to go move, which today I will remember to show you guys where we're starting or where I'm finishing at on that rock pile and how much I've got spread. Because it is starting to look nice. It is starting to look really nice. I'm getting happy with it. So, I'll be back in a couple minutes for just some body weight lunges and cable crunches. This is 3 sets of 10 for body weight lunges, well, like step ups. And then in between each leg, we're going to go ahead and do a set of cable crunches. So that way it'll be like right leg, crunch, left leg, crunch, right leg, crunch. And that way it just works out to be a big continuous superset. And I get to hit some more abs over the lunges, which I want to do obviously 5 to 8 sets here of cable crunches. Since that's my only ab workout that I've been doing, that's where I try to make sure I'm hitting. And then that way each leg, you know, gets its time to rest here. Because I am 200 pounds and definitely these add up. So I do kind of really want to get an actual camera. And to start recording these with. But man, video equipment is freaking expensive. Because then I can get a dedicated mic and the sound would be a whole lot better. But not only that, I'd be able to record the whole time and and then just edit through. And also, I'd be able to listen to my music at the same time. Since obviously, you guys know if you're recording a video with your phone, you can't play audio from your phone. And you know, it also increases the quality of video, the quality of sound. Could add a little more stuff in there, make a little more I guess, better edits. Or I could start finding someone per se to start editing these videos for me. And then if the YouTube channel kicks off, you know, freaking, I've already got my video person at that point already. So then, you know, it makes it way easy. I just got to make sure I'm recording content, send the content to them, then they edit and post everything. Because I'm terrible with trying to edit. It just boggles my mind. I don't know if I'm just a little too old. It's not that I'm too old. It's just I haven't done it enough. I'm very much a person who can figure out how to get the cores of something done. As you can tell, since I'm posting these videos, I figured out the basics to it. But as for like transitions and like sound editing and like video quality and effects and all that stuff, like no clue. There's so much to it that it's overwhelming to kind of learn. And if I could find someone who's already good with that stuff, you know, and the channel gets to take off, man, that'd be great. To be able to just employ somebody, have them make a living with me, and you know, so not only am I getting to do better for myself, someone else is doing better because of what we're doing, and our community grows and everything else, you know. So I don't know. These are long shot pipe dreams. That'll be later on in the future. You know, unless you're like viral or something, it takes a couple of years, it seems, to build a YouTube channel and an Instagram and a TikTok following. Because when I'm by myself, I'm just not that funny. I'm not that charismatic. I just quiet to myself type of person. So like these videos are actually pretty hard for me to do. To stand here to talk, just staring at a camera, I feel stupid. Completely feel stupid. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out 2 more of those supersets just like that. We'll finish up legs and abs just that way. And then I've got some more rock to go move. And then maybe, depending upon what time, might go for another bike ride. Otherwise, we'll probably go do a little bit of time in the hot tub for some recovery, get some blood flow into the legs, because the quads definitely are tight already. And which makes sense, I haven't squatted in a long time, so they're gonna feel pretty beat. The calves feeling pretty tight already. Glutes and hip flexors definitely feel spongy, more or less. I haven't done hip thrusts in shit, probably like year and a half, probably. Maybe a year at the soonest. But, and I mean, before that I probably did them once or twice inside of like a month period, and then hadn't touched them for like 7 years. So it's an exercise I've neglected for a long time, again, because I just never really liked it. And it's not that it's not effective, it's just uncomfortable. Because I was going to a commercial gym, and you know, not going to look like a little beta dude with a bar pad on to do hip thrusts. But I'm in my own home gym now, climate controlled. I've spent the money and the time for this place to be growing and nice, to where I want to come out here and work out, and probably going to order a bar pad, because then I'll want to do hip thrusts because it's comfortable. And even though the exercise is hard, but if that bar's not digging into your freaking hips and your stomach and your upper thighs and your pelvis, you know, you're more inclined to do it when it's not causing actual like physical pain, and you know, get all bruised up and stuff. Like, it's not enjoyable. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably do that. So if you see a bar pad, don't be judging me. I'm at least putting in the work. So that's the part that matters, is did you do the work? So if you ain't doing your hip thrusts, you definitely can't tell me, oh, you have a bar pad. Nah, you know what, go fuck yourself. It's that simple. So at least I'm putting in the work to, you know, focus the glutes and get some better glutes going. Because I don't want the Hank Hill ass, you know, where it's just flat, almost like indented in. But, alright, that, I'm gonna get out of here after I finish this stuff up. And to y'all out there, make sure you're getting your stuff done, put in that work, and don't be lazy. So, just finished up doing legs, and then came out here, moved another ton's worth of rock, and I'll go ahead and show you guys where yesterday's and today's progress have gotten us. So, all the way from the curb here, there was like a diagonal line that went this way and over. You can kind of see it. So all of this was done yesterday. From here to the edge of the green cart, up to the back of the sheds, around the heat pump unit, and then over to where you can see obviously the old rock stopping with the new rock. That's progress and distance. But now, I'll take you guys out here to the rock pile so y'all can see the big old dent I've made in this thing in the last 2 days. So in 2 days, I've gone ahead and moved 7. So you can see where in the ground the pile stopped, and it was this high all the way out to like here. So that just shows how much rock is down. But with that, I am just about done for the day. And stepwise, without going on my bike ride, or just the walking around from doing all the rock and stuff, I'm up to almost 11,000 steps for the day. So don't need to go do any extra cardio, which is nice because, well, I already did it. And then we are about ready to head on in, order something for dinner, and then relax for the rest of the day. Maybe hit the hot tub in a little bit because my legs already feel super sore. So I will see y'all tomorrow.